everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and in today's video I am playing with the new Huda Beauty Neon Obsessions palettes. And I've tried a lot of Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes before on my channel. I will link those videos down in the description box, but she launched some new ones for summer 2019 and I picked up all three of them. How fun is that? The packaging is neon, it's fun, it's bright, and when you open it up, the colors on the inside are bright as well. These are, of course, limited edition. They each retail for $29 and she launched 3. So in each palette, there's 9 pans of eyeshadow and each eyeshadow contains 0.05 ounces of product. The description for these palettes states, a range of neon pressed pigment palettes inspired by Huda's obsessions for neon colors, offering versatile looks from subtle to vivid and colorful. So it says each Huda Beauty Neon Obsessions palette is packed with a selection of 9 highly pigmented mattes, creamy metallics, and striking shimmers, all with a smooth and blendable texture. It's available in 3 neon color themes: neon orange, neon green, and neon pink. This packaging is super cute. Now these retail more than her original Obsessions palettes because she changed the packaging. This has plastic packaging and her original Obsessions palettes have that cardboard packaging. So this is a little bit more expensive, but I don't mind it because I think it's so cute. This one is the neon green palette and each palette has a mirror. So this palette of course has the greens, it has the pinks, it has duochrome blues in here and a touch of coral. So I will go ahead and insert swatches for this palette. Next we have the neon pink palette, and this one again has coral colors, but it also has purple in here. And there's a bright Barbie hot pink eyeshadow in this palette. So I'll go ahead and insert the swatches for this one. Lastly, we have the neon orange palette, which this one has the most versatile range of colors in it. This palette has coral, tangerine, fuchsia, and yellow in here. So I'll go ahead and insert swatches of this one. So you guys have seen the swatches, so I want to jump into the looks using each palette. I did 3 different looks so that way you guys can see how each palette performs. So I want to go ahead and jump into that, and then make sure you stay tuned until the end, and I will tell you all my final thoughts on these palettes and whether or not I think that they're worth it. So I hope that you all enjoy. So here's the eye look that we're going to be doing with the Neon Green Obsessions palette. So I'm first going to take the lime color and a Wayne Goss number 18 fluffy brush. I am going to pack this color in my crease. So pack it on and then go in and blend it out. So switching to a flat shader brush, I'm going to take a MAC 242 and this iridescent purpley blue color. I am going to pop this color right on the very outer corner. And so it's going to take a while for this color to build up, and pack that color on. Bring it up around to the crease. So take your time and build this color up. Now I'm going to take the same brush and this iridescent pinky color. I am going to take that right next to this color. And actually, I want to apply this with my finger and press it on the lid. And I'm going to take my time and build up this color. So really go in and press that color on the lid. I feel like this formula works a little bit better with your fingers. So I got fallout from that, but I just brushed it away. So now I'm going to go in with the center color and the same brush and carefully build this color up on my inner corner. So now I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is an Esum S31 brush, and I'm going to take the peach color. And I want this on the lower lash line, so I'm sweeping this across. So now I'm going to wipe off this brush and pick up the same Energetic color that's on the top and pop that on the bottom. I actually want to foil this color by spraying it with a little bit of an Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Mist. Alright guys, so here is the finished eye look. So here's the look that we're going to be doing with the Neon Pink Obsessions palette. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my fluffy brush, my Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and this top corally pink color. This is what I'm going to take in my crease. So back and forth. Really buff this color out. This is really pretty. Same brush, and I'm going to dip into this purple next. Let's take that in the crease. Ooh, very vivid. Oh my gosh. So I may have grabbed a little bit too much. I wasn't expecting all of this, because sis is giving it to us. Let me drag it on out since they want to take it there. All right. Go back with a little bit of the pink again. Reapply that at the top. Kind of bring that out too. I'm going to take this same purple color, wrap that around on the lid, and pack that color on. It's very intense, so it's not going to take much at all. Same brush, and I'm going to dip into that lavender color and pack that more so towards the center of the lid, and then bring that over. I'm going to drag that out too. Now with the smudger brush, this is a MAC 215 natural hair brush. I'm going to take that center shade. So just pack that on, curve it out, and make sure that you're meeting it with that color that we already have on the lid. I'm going to take my time with this and really build this color up. I actually am going to smudge a little bit with my fingers. I need to take a little bit of this same color and begin to diffuse it right out here. This part isn't so much about the precision as it is about diffusing that color. I got a lot of fallout with this. That's okay. Just wipe it away. Now I'm going to go in with the pencil brush and take the bottom color in the center, and I'm going to pop that right on the inner corner. So now I'm going to go back with the same color that I have on the top inner corner and put it on the lower inner corner. So now I'm going to go in with the hot pink color. I am going to take that along the rest of the lower lash line. I'm going to go back with that center purple glitter color on my finger, and again apply it on the edge and really diffuse that color out, and then go back with that color that I have on the inner corner, drag that down too, and really diffuse that out. And take your time doing this. This may take a while to really get it to be the perfect blend, but just keep going back with those two colors until it looks really pretty and blended. Alright guys, so here's the finished look using the Neon Pink Obsessions palette. So here's the look that we're going to be doing with the Neon Orange Obsessions palette. I'm first going to go in with the center color and a fluffy brush. Apply this in the crease. So now I want to take that watermelon-y color in the top right corner. Let's apply that directly in the crease. Building up that color, careful not to cover up too much of the color that we just applied. So now I'm going to take a Sonia G Worker 3 brush, which is a hybrid between a blending brush and a brush to pack on color, and take this purpley pinky shade and pop this right on the very outer corner. And then work it over. And this is very pigmented. On my lid, this is looking a lot more pink than I thought it would, but it's definitely very vibrant. So now I'm going to take a Delium 774 brush and this yellowy color. I am going to pack this on my lid. So very carefully begin to bring this color over on the lid. Fuse it with that purple. And this will probably take a minute for it to be completely how you want it to be. So I would go in very lightly because it is very pigmented. So sometimes when something is super pigmented, if you go in too heavy, you'll be sweeping away the pigment versus really packing it on. And then make sure that that color is blended with that color on the lid too. So now I'm going to take an Omnia BOM 435 brush in the lower right corner color. And I am going to attempt to pack this on my inner tear duct. So I have on my liner and lashes. And so now I want to go in with the same color that I have here on the inner corner on the bottom. On the center, I'm going to take this sparkly fuchsia color and carefully pop that in the middle. And lastly, I'm going to go back with that top right color and take that along the rest of the lower lash line and connect it to the top. So here's the finished look using the Orange Neon Obsessions palette. So you guys have seen swatches, you've seen 3 looks. Now let's talk about my final thoughts on these palettes. I really like the color concepts of them. I know a lot of people have been voicing their concerns over the fact that these may not be truly neon colors, but I think that applied over a base on the eye, these are a lot brighter than they look in the pans. And I will say I enjoyed the vividness of these palettes. I feel like they're fun, they're gonna give you really bold eye looks, and I like that they have so many colors in each one. While I think these palettes are adorable, I love the packaging of them. Like, that just screams fun, it screams summer, it gives me Miami vibes. I will say that the shimmers in here are a bit difficult to work with. You are going to have to use your fingers with a lot of the shades. You can use a brush and keep packing it and packing it and packing it, but it is going to take you so long because these do not pick up easily with any type of brush that I used. And I used about 4 different types of brushes. The shimmer eyeshadows picked up and applied better using my fingers. The matte eyeshadows, on the other hand, very vivid, very bold, super smooth, easy to blend. They are formulated great. The matte shades in the green palette are a lot lighter. They're more pastel than they are neon, so they're gonna have that whitish type base to them. You guys saw my look that I did. It was very light, it was very ethereal, but just keep that in mind. If you have a deeper complexion, I feel like the green palette's mattes are not gonna show up as well on you. The lime green one will work, but that light green over here and this peachy color over here, they may be a little bit too ashy, but I still like the palette. But if you have a deeper complexion and you're like, which one of these palettes should I get, I'm gonna lean towards the rose palette just because I feel like these colors are more universal. I feel like the mattes in the rose palette are a lot more vibrant, but as you guys saw, all of these colors showed up beautifully on me. The matte colors are what impressed me the most just because I didn't have to use a lot to get that full pigmentation. It didn't blend away, it's not super dusty. I did have to pack on this yellow color from the orange palette on my lid, but I typically have to do that with all yellow colors. They all have the same dusty type pigmentation and it takes a while to build them up. Out of all 3 of these palettes, my favorite is definitely the orange palette just because it speaks to me the most. This palette also has the most matte eyeshadows and I think the mattes far exceed the shimmers in these palettes. I think this one is the prettiest. It has the funnest pops of colors, and like I said at the beginning of the video, this one is the most versatile because it has so many colors. You can do the most looks, in my opinion, using the orange palette. And even though there are certain faults to these palettes that make them sort of problematic, I still really like them. This is what I consider fast makeup because it's not a huge investment, so it's not something that's gonna break the bank, but you're able to try out the trend while it's happening and not commit too much money to it. Plus, you don't necessarily have to buy all 3 of them. You can buy one and that can be your pop of color palette for the season. And I think these eyeshadow palettes are comparable to how Forever 21 is or Fashion Nova is to the fashion industry, and how it's fast. It may not be the best quality of something, but it works. It gives you that effect. You don't have to break the bank to commit to a trend. So I think that these are fun, but don't go into these looking for the best quality or even Huda Beauty's regular palette quality because these are not the same. I think the purpose for these is different. Keep that in mind if you are interested in these palettes. I think they're fun. You saw my looks that I created. You can definitely make something shake with them, but just make sure you have a good primer. Make sure it's something that's going to allow these eyeshadows to adhere to them, and I think you can rock some fun looks this summer with them. Let me know what you all think about fast makeup, like fast fashion, fast makeup. Something that's here now. You're not going to think about it a lot next year, but you want to do it now because it's cool. So sound off down in the comment section, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.